welcome back to the GSL up and down matches with Kaldor and Wolf today. Here are our current scores.
And the most insane group ever. We could end up with a 4-way tie, but the next game is going to decide quite a lot. Huck is facing Killer. And well, guys, just in order to give you a quick heads up for Huck, Huck is in a kind of a situation, if he wins this game, he is 3-2. And then he has to rely a little bit on OGS Finn. OGS Finn has to play StarTel Virus, which, in case that Huck wins the next game, is the only player who could tie with his opponent and take advantage of the direct comparison.
And consider also that Virus's worst matchup is TVT by far, so Huck is a lot of luck to rely on here.
Because the only other place that we have is Lucky against Brown. Brown can't advance anymore. If Lucky wins the match, he would be tied with Huck. And because Huck won the match between the two of them, he would advance. So Huck needs to take this game, and then for GG has to win his match against Virus. For GG would advance with a score of 4-1, and Huck would advance because he has not only tied with his opponent, but also won the direct comparison between the two of them. So a pretty of a complicated situation right here. We can explain about everything that's going on for Killer in a couple of seconds as well, because we're headed into the match in our PvP. Huck against Killer.
Listen to me, step up if you wanna feel this music. Don't stop it, keep rocking. Adrenaline phenomenon, let's use it. No need to prove it.
Here we are on Crossfire once again. Killer does not like the map, as he just stated in the lobby. Starting to the top right in the red.
Complexity Killer.
Complexity Killer. He is as Huck on 2 wins and 2 losses. To the bottom left we have the Evil Genius. To the bottom left we have the Protoss player in the blue colors. If he wins this game and 4GG wins against Virus, he would advance to Code S. It is
GG Huck.
Huck accidentally did not build his first probe for about 5 to 8 in-game seconds, but because of the way Killer made his pylon, he actually didn't do it at as good of a timing as Huck, so Huck caught up in pro production. So I just wanted to... That happened while I was describing that to you guys, or as I was watching it unfold, I guess I should say. So that was kind of scary when I saw that. I was like, he forgot to make his first probe, but then he made it. I was getting stressed out, so it looks like Huck's probably really stressed out right now if he's making a mistake like that, and it does happen every now and then. You can see the match history between these two players. Huck winning in Code S in July and winning in Code S in August as well in 2011 against Killer. So consider that.
If Killer takes this game, just to speculate a little bit about the group once again, he would be on 3-2. So he would be one of those players who could advance to Code S, and then he has to depend a little bit on how Brown does against Lucky. Because the problem for Killer is that if Lucky is on exactly the same score as he is, Lucky would advance because he is on a 3. Well, he won the direct comparison. So even if there would be a 3-way tie with Killer, Lucky, and 4GG, Killer would not advance because he lost to Lucky and he lost to 4GG. It would not matter to him to be tied with Virus though, because he won the map. But this is very, very complicated here. So Killer really, really needs a win, and at the same time he needs Brown to win as well, while Huck has to rely a little bit on for the outcome of 4GG against Virus. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of dependencies, but well, to put it in a nutshell, they have to win right now.
Yeah.
Losing this game will definitely make you drop into Code A, and not having a shot at Code S. That's the one thing that it comes down to. And after you win the game, you can worry about what your opponents do.
Huck has taken 2 gases, is 3 Stalker rushing, and Killer has taken 2 gases, but Killer right now has only made the 1 Stalker, and he will be actually doing his own variation as well. A little bit slower than Huck's, so Huck has his Stalkers out a little bit earlier. Either way, it's not going to be too significant. Huck may try to force his way into the main base here with his fast Stalker to scout. Decides not to. Probe comes in for Killer to scout as well, so Huck did not try to force his way up the ramp though.
And we have the Twilight Council building for Killer right away, so this is going to be this match is just going to be awesome. The whole group completely blows my mind, and it must be so much pressure for
Huck's
these
going
two.
to pressure here with these Stalkers, and he's got a forward pylon going up.
Oh god, he hesitates a little bit and retreats and immediately takes damage on one of his Stalkers, putting him in a disadvantage.
Huck does have that forward pylon going up. His warp gate research is done. Killer has 2 more Stalkers coming out though. He does not see the pylon. It's going to be 5 Stalkers against 5 when Huck gets his 2 warped in, which is going to be even a little bit slower, and his units are going to be damaged, so Killer should be able to defend this with his defender's advantage.
Oh my god.
And he has a really nice concave at the top of his ramp, but at this very moment, Huck has a better count of Stalkers.
And he's going in, he still has 4 against 4 right now. Oh my god, who is going to take this? This is kind of insane, 3 against 3. Huck is playing this very well, trying to retreat now with his damaged Stalker, warping in another one, and the second one as well. The Stalker count is now 5-5, if I'm not mistaken, but still a couple of units damaged for Killer. Will Huck be able to snipe the damage Stalker? Yes, he does. Nice job here by Huck, and Killer actually losing too many Stalkers. He might just lose it right here. This is so insane, but one pylon being attacked. If he can unpower those 2 gateways, this would be kind of a win situation for Huck, who is building more and more Stalkers, trying to take down his opponent's range unit.
All
Huck is
the
going
sentry
crazy here.
weapons are from Killer, may be his demise, because force fields are not going to be very useful here. You can see almost trapped Stalkers with them, but not quite. And it looks like Huck is going to win this game with 4 Stalkers coming in here. Blink is done for Killer almost, but he has no units to use it with.
The fan favorite, one of the huge fan favorites here, the evil genius might take it. He does it! GG! Huck takes this game, takes the map. Killer is definitely out, and he can't believe it. Huck is sitting in his booth and he's like, oh my god, I actually did it. He has to rely a bit on what 4GG does right now. Oh my god, this group, it is insane. It is complete and utter madness what happens in this group for. And Huck, keep in mind, Huck is sick. The guy is feeling really, really bad the last few days.
He played a gamble in that game, but I really like how aggressive he was with it, because he wasn't all in even. It was just a gamble, and he took the advantage that he had and he ran with it, and I thought Killer was going to hold that. Killer's choice of warping those 2 sentries, you know, it really sealed the deal for him, but even if he had warped in Stalkers, they probably would have died as well. Really, really unfortunate for Killer, but Huck is not out of this yet. It all depends on 4GG.
The next game actually does not matter at all. I don't think that we will see Lucky against Brown. I might be mistaken. I'm just trying to get a read on the group and the standings. But as far as I can tell, the only match that we really need is for GG against Virus. Because if for GG loses the game, he will advance together with Virus. Now the next game might actually matter in. I'm not quite sure about all the results, but in case that Virus wins against 4GG, it might actually matter. But the thing is, we are probably seeing Virus against Finn first.
Well, if Lucky beats Brown, then he'll be tied with Huck, and then if...
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Lucky against Brown does not matter at all, because Lucky, in case that 4GG loses the next game, it does not matter, because Huck has the direct comparison. But if 4GG loses against Virus, we will have him, Virus, Huck, and potentially Lucky on 3-2. So Huck would drop out because he would tie with Virus, and he lost to both, to 4GG, and he lost to Virus as well. So there would no chance of Luck be advancing. What about Lucky? Lucky won against 4GG, so then the game would matter. But I think we're actually starting with Lucky against Brown, which is a little bit odd to me, because as I said, if 4GG wins against Brown, we don't need this game, but we are playing it nonetheless. It would matter if Virus would take the TBT at the end of the day. Then it would matter.
Yeah, they should just play it in the opposite order in that case, but I guess somehow, somewhere, nobody thought of that, so we're going to play it anyways.
I don't mind. Bring it. Lucky against Brown. Looking forward to it. Let's see how motivated Brown is.
It's going to be on Antigua, so we'll see how this plays out. I'm really excited to see what kind of style that we see from Lucky here, because He's shown a variety of ZVPs.
And by the way, guys, this is one thing that I want to point out. Nobody complaining out there today that we didn't do the math because we two rock.
Of course we do, man. These two players rock as well. Which one of them will rock harder here at the GSL up and downs? Will it be Lucky or will it be Brown? This match may not matter, but either way, only one of these players will advance their score